welcome to You Meet in a Tavern, a D&D podcast. Quick announcement, this is not your normal feed. This is not our normal story. We are taking, obviously, if you follow along with our normal story, we are taking a bit of a break to get to the last few moments of our normal campaign. We want to be all in the same room. We want to get together. You know, this podcast has meant a lot to us over the past couple of years, so we want to make sure we finish it off right as buds. Is that safe to say?
It's very, very safe to say.
100%.
Yeah. All right, sweet. So for those of you joining us for the first time, you might be just because of this supplement, we are doing a Pokemon 5e one-shot. We wanted to put out some content for you while you wait for our next episode. And there might be new people that come in and listen to this. Those of you that might be interested in the Pokemon 5e supplement, we're going to be going over some of the rules and playing a little game here. So let's just real quick, I know for some of you normal listeners, this is old news, but let's just introduce ourselves. My name is Joe, the DM. I've been DMing You Mean a Tavern now for 2 years, and I've kind of hosted this since the start. So I'll be your dungeon master, your Pokemaster for this one shot.
Brian Oxford, been playing Dungeons & Dragons just since we started You Meet in a Tavern. Are we doing characters right now? Introducing character names? Are we doing that?
Well, let's do them after. Let's introduce like people first, and then we'll do characters. Cool. Jamal.
My name is Chris, aka Jamal. Durf Turftoe in our main podcast. Is that, have I fulfilled the prompt?
That was perfect. It was amazing. We are so good at this.
Yeah, you crushed it.
It's only been 2 years, and here we are. Still struggling with the day one stuff.
The exact same as the first episode intro. All right, Kirk,
Doob Snacks Dubé, Tug Mug Bar, and You Meet in a Tavern, and ready to play some Pokemon, some Pocket Monsters, and baby.
Hell yeah, baby! All
Hold
right,
on,
so
is it Pocket Monsters? Is that what it's like? Why got it shortened down to?
Yeah, like Pokemon is short.
Ready.
Oh, yeah, for those.
I'm ready to play some critters. Know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about Pokemon.
It is Pocket Monsters.
So yeah, Kirk and Jamal are both, and me, and I are all Pokemon experts, played since Red Blue, the original Black and White Game Boy edition. Brian, however, what is your experience with Pokemon? Like, what is your actual experience with Pokemon?
I've never played a Pokemon game. I know, like, obviously there's, like, the trading card game, and I know Pikachu, like Raichu, because of Kirk.
Yeah.
I played, like, Pokemon Let's Go or whatever for, like, less than a week.
Pokemon Go.
I don't know, whatever it is.
It's different. It's very different.
Whenever it came out, the one that came out, and everybody's like, oh my god, and getting hit by cars and shit. I played that for like a week, and I was like, this is boring, and I didn't play it again. So I know nothing.
So I'm pretty excited, because that means that every encounter is going to be like opening your eyes to our childhood.
Yeah, well, I'm also older than you.
For the first time.
Like, I think
That's
significantly old. How old are you? Who's the oldest of you?
Probably me.
Kirk, 32?
Yep, and I'll be 36 this year. So.
Oh yeah, you're ancient.
If you saw my hair, definitely ancient.
Get that AARP discount.
I get AARP mail all the time.
All right. So yes, we are in fact playing Pokemon D&D today. This is a rule set that I created that converted your normal 5e D&D rules into a playable Pokemon game. I'll put links to like the manuals and stuff in the episode description if you guys want to check it out. It's a whole rule set. So that's what we're gonna do. And I told these guys that we're gonna kind of play this original story that you might remember if you played some of those original games. And I said to each of them, I needed them to create characters that are about in their low to mid teens, kids that lived in Pallet Town. And I haven't heard what they came up with. So why don't we get into character descriptions first, and we can roll stats and everything and do that here and kind of talk about how that goes. But who wants to go first?
I will be playing a character named Hezekiah.
Jesus.
Or Hez for short. Two Z's.
Two Z's? Okay.
Warforged Paladin, Oath of War.
Okay, I'm
JK,
confused.
JK.
Okay.
But Hezekiah is a big nerd, and I'm imagining him with one of those old-timey like a front strapped laptop hanging from his chest, so he can like Google stuff while he's walking around.
What's he look like?
Fucking a little kid. I don't know. He's 14. He's got messy black hair, and he's skinny.
All right. He's skinny.
Loves wearing shorts, cargo shorts, because they're much more practical.
Glasses? No glasses?
Yes, glasses.
What's his shirt?
His shirt
Yeah, what's
is
his shirt?
T-shirt.
Give me a visual.
It's a T-shirt with a picture of a Pokemon on it, and the Pokemon on his shirt is I don't know what.
He seems like a Magnemite kind of guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, Magnemite. He's got a Magnemite on his shirt.
All right. And home life? Like, what's his situation? How long has he lived in
No, a
Palatown?
Porygon. It's a Porygon.
A Porygon. Okay. All right. Sweet.
What's his hometown? I don't know. You tell me.
What's his home life?
Oh, his home.
What's he about?
His home life. What is he about? Loves computers. He's a kid, but he would like to be like a hacker within the Pokemon universe to the extent there is such a thing as hackers. He's like a whiz with electronics. Likes to like put together little machines, and he's got like 10 Raspberry Pis, which exist in the Pokemon mythos. He's always tinkering with stuff, doing little projects. And his mom and dad are like, go play sports, and he's like, go play your own sports.
All right, that gives us a good idea. So Hezekiah, what was it? Hezekiah.
Hez.
All right, Hez. We got Hez. All right, who's up next?
I'll go. So my character is Percy. He is a rotund child, kind of like think like a cross between like Dudley Dursley, and like Augustus Gloop. Just always mowing down on candy all the time. Just disgusting chocolate covered shirt with like a double bubble type, whatever the Pokemon equivalent of, like bubble gum would be on his shirt. It's a little too small, so his like belly button and tummy's hanging out all the time. Also wears cargo shorts for the practicality of carrying more candy, and he's completely not prepared to go on a Pokemon adventure.
Fucking awesome. Okay, and then Brian. Oh wait. So Percy, what's his home life like? Where did he come from? Where does he
Super
live?
spoiled, incredibly middling, mediocre parents, in the sense that like they just kind of let him do whatever, never really pushed him to strive for anything better for himself or himself in the academic realm, in the athletic realm, in the mental development realm. He's just kind of just been a bump on a log. And then finally just either by a bolt of lightning of willingness or wanting to do something, or to get him out of the house, he is in lockstep with Hez and whomever Brian's character is, I guess, going to Professor Oak's lab or wherever we end up to get a starting Pokemon.
Sweet. All right, Brian, how about you?
All right. Well, Hez and I are clearly best friends because my character's name is Methuselah Bristlecone.
Oh my god.
Cool. I'm really excited I went with Percy.
Methuselah?
Yeah.
You have a short version of that name?
No. Everybody calls me Methuselah.
Oh, Jesus.
Awesome.
Man.
Call him the Thews.
Hez, Thews, and Percy.
Percy.
All right, what's Methuselah like?
So Methuselah has a giant pair of horn-rimmed glasses, the nice long flowing mullet, and his trucker hat. And he wears a pair of nice long pair of Jinko jeans with a bright yellow T-shirt and a black leather jacket over top. And he always wears his jacket everywhere, no matter what.
And what's his home life? Where's he from?
He's just had the
What's
perfect
that all about?
home upbringing. Anything he wants, he gets. He super spoiled. Total brat.
Big brat. Okay, sweet. So we got Hez, we got Percy, and Methuselah. I gotta think of a better name to call you.
Thews.
The Thewsman. That's beautiful. All right, Hez, Percy, and Thews. That's happening. And let's see, what could be the deal? So basically, here's what's happening. You guys are, you're hanging out at home, whether probably separate when this happens. But you are in Palatown, and Palatown is it's a normal sized town, it's a medium sized town. You got like a hospital and a couple schools. City streets. No, not a huge downtown area. But everyone knows in town it's kind of like the Pokemon hub because of its famous Professor Oak's laboratory. That's where a lot of the research of the region happens. It's where, a lot of people that come to Palatown come to visit the museum that's attached to the lab, and it talks about the history, and it talks about Red and his incredible victory in the Pokemon League when he was in such a young age. So it's a very touristy town, even though it's not very large. It lies right on the harbor to the southern sea that goes down to Cinnabar Island. So there's a lot of kind of traffic in the docks. But for all the hubbub, you've lived there your whole life. You know Palatown backwards and forwards, all the side streets, all the hidden areas. You guys are currently growing up together. And let's see, based on your backstories, I think you hear about a contest that's going on in Palatown, and Professor Oak is looking for new trainers to teach his ways, and he's looking for help on a specific project, and wants 3 people to come to his lab to kind of get started on their own Pokemon journey for a very, very important adventure that he has in store. And the way he announces this is he is selling Oak bars at all the local grocery stores. They're chocolate bars, and inside 3 of them, out of the thousands, there are 3 golden tickets. They're red and white tickets, and those hold the invitation to Professor Oak. So what is Methuselah's strategy to get a hold of this red and white ticket?
Being the spoiled brat that I am, I bought just thousands of these bars and just opened them until I found my ticket, discarding the rest as trash. I didn't even eat any of the Oak bars.
Okay. What about Percy?
Percy accidentally ate his way into this opportunity. Definitely was just eating Oak bars because he thought they tasted good, and kind of actually trying to chomp into the bar, like bit the corner of the ticket off, and then kind of choked and coughed up and realized that the bar he was eating had a golden ticket in it. So he's got a ticket with the corner bitten off.
Sweet. All right. And Hez.
Hez is following his mom around with his little laptop on his chest, typing furiously. And he's like, "So, Mom, what I realized is the store, there's only so many bars that have to go to certain places, right? So I ran the numbers on where Thews and Percy found their bars and realized for the most efficient purchasing power, I had to go to Ted's General Store down the street where no one had found a ticket yet, and I bought their whole stock out, and sure enough, I found one. Didn't eat any of the chocolate bars. Don't like chocolate.
Cool. So I'm the only pudgy nightmare that actually just enjoys chocolate. Here we go.
That's fantastic. So, in any way, either by just devouring it, half of it, or running the numbers, or buying out a million bars until you just got lucky, you three hold the only three tickets to Professor Oak's lab. And there's a date on there, and a week passes, the anticipation grows, and finally, you head towards Professor Oak's lab at the top of the hill to figure out what he wants. Now, you all haven't rolled anything for your characters, right? Like stats or anything?
No, nothing.
Well, you should probably go ahead and do that now. So you'll roll a d6 4 times, drop the lowest, that'll be 1 score, and do that 6 times, and then you can kind of arrange those scores how you want. Thinking about what your characters are like and what stats they would have. And while you all are doing that, I'll kind of explain, based on the handbook here, what other stuff you get at level 1. So in this system, everyone is a Pokemon trainer class. There is one class, and there's different trainer paths once you reach level 2 that you can branch off and do certain specialized things as you reach certain levels that kind of specify who your character is. And there's a lot of options there. But every trainer starts with a hit dice of 1d8. Your hit points are the same as normal, so you get the top of that hit dice range, 8 plus your whatever your con mod is, and then you obviously roll that 1d8 each time and add your con mod as you level up. Nothing different from D&D there. Proficiencies are a little different in this game. Armor and weapons are not as important, so you don't have any armor and weapons proficiencies. It really depends on the type of GM and the type of campaign that you run, just to see, depending on how kind of cutthroat or hardcore the world that you're playing in is, those armor and weapons might come into play more, but not in the kind of game that we're playing. All trainers get saving throw proficiency in charisma. And skill proficiencies, all trainers have animal handling because you're Pokemon trainers, so you are supposed to be skilled in catching Pokemon, and animal handling is the main skill used for Pokemon catching. And then you get to choose 2 from basically all the other ones. So you get 3 total skill proficiencies. Animal handling is always going to be one of them. So you guys could pick what your other 2 are going to be. Based off of what's listed. Acrobatics, athletics, insight, intimidation, investigation, medicine, nature, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth, or survival. So you guys could choose those. And then equipment is going to be a little bit different. In a normal campaign, you're going to get 5 Pokeballs to start, a potion, a special pack that is in the manual. You get a trainer's license, which basically says you are allowed to battle and fight and catch Pokemon. You get a Pokédex, a starter, which we'll get into later, and then a certain amount of money. Now, this is more of a specified one-shot, so you're going to get, I'll tell you what kind of equipment you get, but that's what a normal person would start with. So, anybody done rolling stats?
I am done.
Brian, what'd you get as far as stats go?
So
And where are you putting them?
I'm starting strength at 10, dexterity at 14, constitution at 12, intelligence at 6, wisdom
Nice.
at 13, and charisma at 11. And for my skills, you said we had to take animal handling, and then since I'm a spoiled brat, I took deception and stealth.
Perfect. Okay. Sweet. Kirk, you ready?
I have the numbers. I'm still trying to assign them. 13, 10, 14, 11, 12, 12.
Okay,
So
nice.
I can go. I got.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm a wiry little nerd. 10 in strength and charisma. 12 constitution and wisdom. 13 dex. 16 intelligence. And proficiency in history and investigation.
Okay, nice.
All right. So I did strength 13, dex 12, constitution 12, intelligence 10, wisdom 11. I'm actually going to have my dexterity be 10. Intelligence 11. My wisdom will be 12, and then my charisma is 14. And it's going to be into deception and intimidation. And, wait, no, Brian, did you do deception?
I did.
Okay, did you do persuasion?
No, I did stealth.
Okay, I'll do persuasion and intimidation, and that's how I get all my candy.
All right, awesome. Awesome. All right, so the three of you head towards Professor Oak's lab. Professor Oak's lab is at the top of this hill. There's like 200 stairs at least just to get to this thing, but it's a beautiful
Oh
sight
my.
looking up. the sky is clear. There's a few clouds. There's a nice breeze blowing through the trees. This wooded path that leads up to this huge lab at the top of the hill with this windmill that's blowing in the wind. You can just feel and hear the churn of energy coming from inside, and you three meet up at the base of these stairs, ready to take your journey upwards.
Hey guys, can I? can
God.
can one of you just like carry me up there?
Hez is definitely not strong enough to do that.
Gosh, Percy, can you just like lose some like weight or something? Like you're always like so behind. This is just...
Behind your mom.
What?
See you losers later.
And Percy just starts lumbering up the hill or the steps.
Okay. All right, sweet. So you guys trek your way up there very slowly, just trying to follow along with Percy. Eventually you make it up. It takes about a half an hour just to get up this staircase. Percy is heaving and sweating profusely, just dripping down into his belly button that hangs from underneath his shirt. And you walk inside Professor Oak's lab, and immediately you're hit with like this buzz of noise and a commotion. You see on the walls on either side, there's cabinets and they're full of beakers, there's test tubes, microscopes, all sorts of laboratory equipment. There's bookcases that line the ceiling and the walls that are full with thick encyclopedias, huge consoles, computers with black screens, flashing panels. You see a black and white tiled floor in front of you, and wide desks all around where assistants are working diligently on science experiments. They're poring over huge manuals full of pages, or they're mindlessly reading text from the computer screens as their fingers move a mile a minute on the keyboards. And at the far end of the lab, you see a tall, gray-haired man, and he wears a pristine white lab coat, and he's studying over a table arranged with a collection of Pokeballs. And you know instantly, you've been from Pallet Town, you know this man as the infamous Professor Oak. And he turns at hearing this door open, and he reaches his hands out to you, and he says, boys, oh, welcome to my lab. Come, please. I've been waiting for you.
There's too many steps, Oaks. There's too many steps, Oaks.
And then his stomach, like as he's clambering by, knocks over like 6 or 7 beakers on the edge of a table.
And you see his assistants like frantically go to start picking him up and getting a broom. And he says, "No, you didn't see the elevator. You could have taken the elevator."
Jesus Christ!
There was a very clear sign marked at the bottom of the stairs, elevator this way. No matter. Come. Are you all excited to take your first Pokemon journey?
I mean, it's not really my first.
I am very excited.
My dad was like a really famous trainer, but we moved regions, and so like you probably just haven't heard of him.
Well, what's his name?
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't know him. You wouldn't know him.
I mean, I know a whole lot of trainers. I did teach Red everything he knew.
Look, the Bristlecone line is famous for its Pokemon trainers, just not in this region. So, like, I'm a natural.
Thews, your dad's an accountant.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
His dad is an accountant.
Has stop talking. Has famous Pokemon trainer. That's my lineage and stuff.
So Thews, you must know a whole lot about Pokemon, correct? I could ask you anything about Pokemon and you would definitely know the answer.
In this other region, yeah. Like, I know all about them. But this one's, we're new here.
I see. Well, this will be interesting for the three of you then, I'm sure. Now listen to me. I have a very, very, very important package that I need you to pick up for me at the Pokemart in Viridian City. It's just a few miles north of Palatown here.
Miles?
I need you to go to... Yes, Percy. Miles.
Ugh.
I go there all the time, Percy. It'll be fine.
Ugh. Alright.
It's not a very hard walk.
Can we have our Pokemon now?
Wait. In due time, you'll get your Pokemon. Just listen. It's a few miles up the road. It won't take that long. There's a very clear path, not a whole lot of hills. Don't you worry, Percy. And he kind of pats you on the back. And he says, but you can see there's a lot of action here, and I'm just way too busy to be able to go to Viridian myself. And I need it within the day. Can I count on you to do this?
This will be no problem, but do you have one of those, like, wheelchair Pokemon so we can get, like, Percy there and back, like, in a day?
Wheelchair Pokemon?
Yeah, I mean, they may not have any in this region, but, like, the region I come from, like, they were there. They were, like, everywhere.
What region are you from, exactly?
Don't question what I've seen. Like, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Wheelchair Pokemon. If we come across one, I'll bring it back just so I can show you.
So that is my second request, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. Not only do I need this package, but I have heard that Pokemon from other regions have started to make their way here to Kanto. And I would love for you to capture some and bring them back to my lab so that I could study them. I will give you 5,000 Poke to bring back my package in one piece. And I'll even give you 500 Poke right now. And an extra 200 for each Pokemon that you bring back to me to study.
That sounds just like the best thing ever because I'm super hungry. And I could really use a good Poke right now.
But Poke...
Oh, it's money. It's money, idiot.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like, my parents pay for everything, so, like...
It's money. That's so much chocolate. That's so much chocolate. I'm in.
Can we have our Pokemon now?
Perfect! And he slaps his hands together, and he says, yes. Hez, I would be happy to give you. And he kind of steps aside, and you look at this table that's right behind him, and there are 3 very nicely neat Pokeballs sat on the table. And he says, I have 3 Pokemon here that I will let you rent for this quest. The world out there is very dangerous. And you will need this companion by your side to protect you and to battle Pokemon and anyone that might stand in your way. And one by one, he takes a pointer out from his lab coat and he whips it forward and extends. And one by one, he taps on the Pokeballs. Boom, boom, boom. And I want you to all roll a D100.
D100.
D100. So you're gonna roll 2 D10s, and one's the tens place and one's the 1 place. You should have a D10 that's got zeros on
95.
I got it.
95. All right.
Hez says, I hope I get an electric type.
You're gonna get a fucking mud type, buddy.
62. It's not even a type.
Mud type?
So that's not even it's not even a type.
I got a 5.
All right.
A 5
A
out of
5?
100?
I don't know. Yeah, 0, 0.
Didn't you get a 92?
95.
That's
Hold
the
on.
same?
What's...
Yeah, but mine's cool.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Foos
This
gets a
is insane.
Magikarp.
No, this is actually super funny because so basically what I did to create this, we talked ahead of time and I said, do you guys want to pick your starters or do you want me to like create a table and then you guys randomly roll on it? And they chose to randomly roll on it, obviously. And what happened based on those rolls is you guys randomly rolled a fire type, grass type, and water type.
Nice.
And I have everything. I've got Rattata on here. I've got Squirtles. I've got Tricos. I've got like a Zigzagoon. I've got all sorts of things on here. But as he taps on these 3 Pokeballs, 3 arcs of flashing light burst from these balls as they open, and 3 Pokemon begin to form in the ground directly in front of you. Brian, you might have to look these up just to know what they look like.
Yeah, so? Is one of them a wheelchair Pokemon?
It's not a wheelchair Pokemon. The first one that appears on the far left is a small brown. It almost looks like an otter crossed with a squirrel. It is brown and it's got these fins that come out of its arms, and it almost looks like it's got a yellow inner tube stuck to its neck, like wrapped around
I
its
love
neck
that guy.
like a scarf. Is this yellow inner tube, and this is the Sea Weasel Pokemon Buizel. The second one that appears.
Hold on, can you spell that for me?
Sure, yeah. Buiizel.
Yeah, I would never have gotten that. Perfect.
He's a cool guy.
The second one that appears in this flash of light is an acorn with feet. That's the best way to describe this. It is a acorn about the size of a grapefruit, and it has these little feet. It almost looks like a Goomba from Mario, with a gray top, and this is a Seedot, the acorn Pokemon.
Nice.
And the third and final Pokemon that appears on the far right is this beautiful, I would almost say cute. It's an adorable looking red fox. And this is a Vulpix. They look up at you with their blinking eyes, and they kind of look around, look at their surroundings, and step forward. And Professor Oak says, "Take your pick."
Okay, so I'm gonna do this real quick. For you did was it Buizel?
Buizel? I actually don't know how you
Weasel?
say that.
Buizel,
I don't know.
Seedot,
Weasel?
and Vulpix.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a
That's
D6.
it.
1 and 2 is Buizel. 3 and 4 is Seedot. 5 and 6 is Vulpix.
Okay.
Seedot, baby.
So now what do we do?
I'll take evens. Which one do you want, Tins?
I'm not sure which one I want.
You know what?
Which,
I'll roll evens. I'll take Buizel. Odds. I'll take Vulpix. I got Buizel.
Buizel. So Vulpix
All right,
it is.
perfect. So Hez gets Vulpix, Percy gets C-Dot, and Thuse gets Buizel. So you all step forward, and Professor Oak gestures that you should take their balls. And you take each of their Pokeballs, and they stand by your feet. And well, what I want you to do is I want you to add them to the app. There's a Pokedex 5e app for this system. It can house all the stats of your Pokemon that you catch. And you're going to tap on like the add Pokemon button and then add your respective little dudes. And for starters, since they are yours, you can choose whatever nature you want. So each Pokemon gets a nature. There's 20 of them. All of them do different things. They either add or subtract from a certain stat just to kind of differentiate between Pokemon that you might catch that might have different natures. So choose a nature for your Pokemon and then add them to the app with whatever starting moves that they get.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit Seedot with a dumb.
A dumb C-Dot? Sweet.
Man, is everybody's stuff -1 across the board except whatever trait they chose on their rolls?
Shouldn't be.
What level should we be, our guy?
Level 1.
I've got a -2 intelligence.
They've got -2 intelligence, +1 whiz, +1 cha,
I got +2
+1
dexterity.
dex.
And we're level 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what the?
So you'll have a -1 in strength, dex, and wisdom. Just because C-Dot's very weak.
Cool. Okay. Also my Seedot's name is Gumball.
Gumball? Okay, dope. Are you guys nicknaming your Pokemon?
We'll name Vulpix Kit.
Awesome. All right, so Once you grab these Pokeballs, are you nicknaming your Buizel, Brian?
Yeah. I guess.
You don't have to.
I don't know.
You can think of one later.
No,
you're not.
No.
Okay. All right, sweet. So they kind of waddle forward. You hold their Pokeballs, and how do you act with them for the first time? This is your first Pokemon ever, your whole life, and you will get to have it as your companion. What are you doing?
Hugging it.
Vulpix kind of leaps into your arms, Hez, and she like nuzzles in. She's like, Butterfix. Instantly attracted, instantly connected to you.
Whew, that's gonna be a tough interaction to beat. Percy goes over and grabs the Pokeball that C-Dot just popped out of. Reaches into his cargo pocket, and you just kind of hear like and that's a candy wrapper opening up, and he just starts like biting a candy wrapper and just kind of staring at C-Dot. And then he holds the ball out, and C-Dot returns, and he like switches the candy bar and the Pokeball, so like now there's just like chocolate fingerprints all over it, and you just hear Gumball, go. And he just like, instead of throwing it, it just kind of rolls out of his hand onto the floor, and then it like depressingly cracks open, and C-Dot pops out.
Oh. And Oak says, "You're a natural."
I'm a trainer. Yeah, I'm a trainer.
You might want to work on your grip there.
It's Butterfingers. Well, it's not like a Butterfinger bar, but yeah, it's the chocolate. You probably won't get it.
Thuse, what are you doing with your Buizel?
Methuselah just walks over and bends over, picks up the ball, just kind of just stuffs it in his pocket, and looks down at Buizel. Makes eye contact, and then just kind of gives him a little nod, and then turns and starts walking away as a gesture for Buizel to follow. Playing it cool, super excited on the inside. First Pokemon outside, got to play it cool because I've told everybody my dad's a famous trainer from another region. It's not the first time I've seen a Pokemon.
Right. This is old news. All right, sweet. So as you walk away, he says, "Now wait. You know your mission. Go to Viridian City, get the special package for me that's in the Poke Center there, or the Pokemart, and I want you to take this. This will help you on your journey." And he hands you each a backpack. And in this backpack is a potion, the 500 Poke that he promised you, and 5 Pokeballs. 5 additional Pokeballs. And he says, now remember, there's a lot of Pokemon out there, and it's dangerous. You don't have to catch them all, but whatever you catch and bring back to me, I'll give you an additional 200 Poke for each one that you bring. So go nuts.
Is that a C-Dot joke, Professor?
He kind of chuckles to himself. He's like, yep.
Cool. I thought so. Where's the elevator?
The elevator's right over there. And he points, and you see this chain that's in front of it that just says out of order. He's like, oh, oops, sorry.
And then Percy like heads towards the door.
Okay.
After, of course, grabbing his backpack and all that good stuff.
Yeah. You all sling the backpack around your back, turn around, and you guys head out of Oak's lab. And he waves goodbye. He says, "Good luck. I'll see you tonight. Take Route 1 out north. I didn't tell you that before." And you guys tumble down these stairs, ready to start your Pokemon journey. You head straight out of town to the end of Route 1 with your Pokemon in tow. Up until Jello Crew curtain very soon. All right, everybody. Have a good one. See you later. As you look out, it's a beautiful day. It's probably around noon. You look out at Route 1 and you see this long, winding dirt path that stretches out before you. You see these series of these rolling hills that are underneath this clear sunny sky. The landscape abounds forward. It's full of fields of tall grass. You see spotted, everywhere with trees, and there's the occasional thick patch of forest in the distance. And you see way out on the horizon, you see these tall snow-capped peaks of a majestic mountain range. And you watch as animals and Pokemon fly from tree to tree, fly across the sky. You see the tall grass before you ebb and flow with the movement of wind and any small creatures that may reside inside. And this is a very open environment. You've got tall grass, you've got forest, you've got the straightaway path that leads straight to Viridian. The world is your oyster. And the world is your cloister, and you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Percy's going to venture into some tall grass. Let's do this.
Yep. Get some
All right.
mons.
Everybody going there? Going straight for catching mons?
No, Hez wants to go in the woods. You said there's woods?
There's woods, there's forest, there's tall grass, there's the path. The woods are kind of off to the distance. You can do both. You can start in tall grass and go to woods. It's totally up to you. You guys, this is open world.
Hez is going to walk through the tall grass towards the woods.
Okay, nice. Thuse, you following? You veering off? You going with them?
Methuselah will follow. Just kind of sitting back, muttering, like, I just don't know why we can't stick to the road. It's just like the fastest way there, and Percy's gonna have like a heat stroke or something.
Percy is already lagging behind, just super struggling.
All right. So you all step straight forward in the tall grass, and Hez, you seem like you were out first. Why don't you roll me a D100?
D100, you say?
Yep.
750.
So 75?
57.
57. Okay, perfect. All right, so as you are heading through this tall grass, it's about waist high. It's just, you are trudging along through it. It's waving to the left and the right. The three of you start to hear this noise, and it's like, and you part the tall grass, and you see this patch of a dead area where the grass is a little bit shorter, kind of folded off to the side. And there in the tall grass, there is a opened backpack that looks like it's been there for ages, maybe lost and forgotten. And inside, you see the bottom half of two raccoon-looking Pokemon with brown and white, or brown and tan stripes. And their hair is matted, and right now they are like nose deep into this bag, searching around for something. And you kind of sneak up on them as they're doing this.
Are they zigzagoons?
They are zigzagoons.
Cool. So Hez is creeping up, sort of, but he's also typing on his computer, trying to figure out what they are. He's like, Kit, let's try to get him. And Kit jumps forward. No, creeps forward. It creeps forward.
Okay.
It's going to sneak up on him and give him a little scorch with Ember.
Okay, so we're gonna roll initiative. Now the other two kind of catch up. They're not far behind you, so they see this too. You just happen to see this first. What are they doing? What are Thuse and Percy doing?
You just see when Percy stumbles into the clearing, just and he like digs around his pocket for a second. You just hear wrappers crinkling around, and then he pulls out the Pokeball that's now covered in even more chocolate and rears back to make a throw, and it's just like a pathetic, just like arc right in front of him, lands about 3 feet in front of him, and Gumball pops out, and
All right, C-Dot, help him out. Tackle.
All right, so at this horrible sound of Percy's voice, the Zigzagoons whip around from the backpack, and they look around and they bare their teeth and they are ready for battle. I want you to all roll initiative.
I was trying to sneak up on them. Has sex.
Percy clearly does not sneak.
7. Am I rolling my initiative or Vulpix's initiative?
You roll your trainer's initiative for this.
Still a 7.
20. Percy
20?
is the fastest.
Percy's super fast.
As compared to, my rogue. Jesus, my
dear
monk,
God.
Tug.
Yeah. 1. All right.
Methuselah got 11.
11. Perfect. All right, so Percy, you are up first. You are facing these two Zigzagoons with your partners at your side and C-Dot at your feet.
C-Dot kind of whirls around and looks at Percy, a little dejected and discontent. Not a lot of energy going between the Pokemon and his new trainer. And Percy picks up C-Dot and he goes, "All right, I've been thinking about this move, C-Dot. Tackle!" And he rears back and throws C-Dot at the Zigzagoons. But again, it's just like a pathetic little arc. So he just kind of like lands a couple feet short, but now has no momentum and just kind of like knocks in with a pathetic tackle.
All right, roll. Did you roll an attack?
I haven't yet.
Okay, we'll go ahead and roll
16.
it. Oh, that'll hit.
Let me use the app here to pull up tackle. Yes, the patented 1d6 minus 1 for 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, sweet. So C-Dot kind of rolls forward, makes contact with the Zigzagoon, but just barely. You just hear this boink as it just taps against the Zigzagoon's nose. Just gives it a good boop. And that Zigzagoon is just going to back up a couple feet and unleash this intimidating growl. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Who's
C-Dot.
17. Dice is hot tonight.
Oh, that passes. So Zigzagoon growls, Zigzagoon! And C-Dot is unfazed by this attack as it gets back to its feet. And Thuse, you're up.
So Thuse, having pulled up kind of just behind Percy, eyes large, like this is the first time he's seen Pokemon in the wild. And he reaches in his pocket and kind of, the ball just kind of fumbles out. Nobody sees it, and Weasel pops out. And having seen that Percy, just shouted tackle, he's going to kind of copy Percy and just hope that works. And he goes, Weasel, tackle? And Weasel goes charging off at the same Zigzagoon.
The same one.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Roll
Yep.
it.
14.
That'll
To
hit.
hit. All right. 1d6 plus 4.
So you have an 18 in Dex already?
Yo, are you serious? C-Dot can't do anything.
Weasel's dex is plus 4.
Weasel might have been an OP starter for this adventure. Okay, that's fine. So 1d6 plus 4. What'd you roll?
6, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, nice. So Weasel barrels forward, collides with this Zigzagoon. They go rolling forward, and the Zigzagoon is thrown to the ground like oof. And it gets up to its feet, but it is not looking good at all. The other one, the other Zigzagoon has kind of been watching this, leaps to its defense and attempts a tackle on Weasel, who just attacked its buddy. So it rushes forward as Weasel's back is turned, rolling a 14. Top right.
Oh, yes, its AC's a 12.
Okay, so that'll hit. So it's going to do 4 damage. 4 damage to Weasel as this Zigzagoon just slams into Weasel's back, knocking him forward a little bit, and Hez is up.
Hez will throw a Pokeball at the zigzagoon the other guys have been attacking.
The hurt one?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Sweet.
How does that work?
You are going to roll, you're going to use up one of your Pokeballs, and you're going to roll an animal handling check.
12.
12? All right, so you toss this Pokeball. It arcs up into the air above the other trainer's Pokemon, and it hits the Zigzagoon on the top of the head and kind of rolls off to the side and sucks this Zigzagoon in with a flash. And it shakes once, and then it shakes again, and then it shakes a third time, and then it clicks with a ding. And you have caught yourself a Zigzagoon.
Is that my whole action? I guess there's still another zigzagoon.
Yeah, no, that's your full action. That is your full action.
Cool.
But you have a level 1 cocky Zigzagoon with
Nice.
4 HP, and it knows Growl and Tackle. And Percy, you just basically see this Pokeball arc over C-Dot's head and suck this Zigzagoon inside and roll to a stop. What do you do?
He just he looks over at Hez, and he just kind of mumbles, "Stupid nerds." C-Dot. Tackle.
Is he tackling the other zigzagoon or me?
Yes, the other Zigzagoon. 16.
16 will hit.
Can't wait for my D6 -1. Cool, 1.
So, 2 minus 1?
No, I rolled a 1 -1.
So it's 0 damage? Alright, what does it look like?
C-Dot, like, he's like, after tackling the first one, is just next to the other one and just kind of like leans into it. Just like, you just hear. And he like whips around and looks at Percy, and Percy's like, yeah, like big thumbs up.
Crushing it.
Having no clear understanding of the progress they are or are not making.
Alright, Thews, you're up.
So seeing the one Zigzagoon gets caught, Thews just kind of was like, I never wanted like one of those anyways. He can have all of them. Weasel, let's get that one. Tackle! And Weasel goes charging after the other one, attempting to possibly win one for Thews. And that's a 1.
That's a natural 1?
Yeah, natural 1.
That's fantastic. Okay, so as Weasel kind of whips around at this Zigzagoon that tried to tackle it, but as it does, it loses its footing and falls straight on its back and lands prone, just staring up at the sky, feeling very embarrassed. And the other Zigzagoon takes this opportunity to leap on top of Weasel with another tackle at advantage. And that's going to be a 6 and an 11. Do either of those hit?
Nope.
So somehow this Zigzagoon arcs up and tries to land on top of Weasel, but Weasel is able to put his arms up and fend off this attack. And Hez is up next.
Hez is just gonna have Kit attack Ember at the Zigzagoon,
Nice. Okay.
which is a, let's see. Wait, I'm looking at Zigzagoon. +3, 13.
That'll hit.
All right, 1d6 plus 1 is 6.
6 damage. So what's it look like?
Yeah, it's Ember. Vulpix is still kind of little, so it's kind of it's a good hit. Some sort of almost like if you see like ashes coming up off of a fire, like sort of a stream of those coming out of her mouth.
Nice.
Hitting Zigzagoon for 6 damage.
Yeah, these embers kind of start to singe, and you could just smell like the smell of like burning hair, burning dirty raccoon hair. Just fill the air around you as these embers start to singe the outside. And Percy, you're up. And the Zigzagoon is hurt, but not yet feeling the pangs of defeat. It's still very much in this fight.
Percy's gonna command Gumball to unleash yet another devastating tackle. See if I can deal damage this time. Natural 1. Let's get it, Gumball.
That's amazing. All right, what happens? What's the punishment?
Gumball, like, feeling a little overconfident, takes one step back and charges forward at the Zigzagoon and just kind of whiffs and then, like, eats it into the remnants of the Vulpix's ember and just kind of, like, has a panic attack and runs back at Percy. Like, runs back towards Percy. Like, mortified.
Okay, awesome. Thews, you're up.
Well, Weasel's right there,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, he's still there. He's like kind of on the ground still. He's prone, but
Is it still tackle? Like, is that just it?
tackle or your other move. You got another move.
Well, another move is, what does growl do?
It's in the app.
If you click on it in the app, it'll tell you.
It doesn't matter. This thing looks injured, right? I'm gonna tackle.
Okay, do it.
9.
That will not hit.
This is very reminiscent of the spider fight. I'm just saying.
So Weasel tries to get this mangy rabid raccoon off of it. He's fighting back to like fist against claws and can just not deal and not connect with this incoming raccoon's attack. And it continues its onslaught onto this weasel with another tackle at advantage because you didn't get up. 14 and a 20 not natural, so those will both hit. You're going to take 8 damage, 8 normal damage to Weasel as Zigzagoon just collapses its body right into Weasel's stomach, doing some extra damage, and Hez is up.
It's a mixture of a buoy and a weasel. Guys, I just realized it when you called it a weasel. It's got a thing around its neck. It's a weasel. It's a buweasel. I'm just throwing that out there.
There you
Is
go,
that not
Tims.
what we've been saying? I really don't know.
No, Joe just said weasel, and I realized it's a weasel, and I was trying to put together the buoy. Duh.
Okay, so it's a
buweasel, like a buoy with a weasel. Anyway, Hez is gonna catch this Zigzagoon too. How many Pokeballs do we have?
5.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't want to kill it. If you guys want to catch it,
I mean, I would like to catch it.
I'll growl.
Okay, yeah, Vulpix can growl. That's fine. That's
growl.
an attack, right?
Vulpix, get him, scare him. So my pal Percy can catch it, and Vulpix goes, "Rrr." But it's more cute than scary. What does growl even do? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a tail whip. Retcon, tail whip.
Oh, okay.
Shake your tail at him, distracting it and opening its defenses so Percy can catch it, is what I instead say.
So I have to make a what kind of
wisdom save? DC 11.
Okay. That is a 6. So Vulpix kind of wags its tail, it shuffles its butt left and right, and the Zigzagoon whips around, releasing Weasel for just a moment as it is distracted. And Percy, you're up.
Percy starts fumbling through his other cargo pocket. Good job, Gumball. This is it. And he just rears back to do another patented Percy throw, and it just like popped like butterfingers out of his hands, like just like it did in Oak's lab, except because it popped out of his hands like mid-throw, it actually got like a normal trajectory, and it is soaring towards the Zigzagoon, taking 2 bounces and then gently touching the side of the Zigzagoon with the Pokeball.
All right, roll your animal handling.
This is it. Natural 20!
No, nice. Okay, so this Pokeball, before it even taps the Zigzagoon, opens up and sucks it in, and it barely gets through one shake before it clicks and glows white. And you have successfully caught the Zigzagoon. Because it's a natural 20, I'm going to restore Zigzagoon's health to full. So you have a energetic Zigzagoon with full health. Level 1.
So my best Pokemon.
Right.
Cool.
Correct. And you're out of initiative. The patch of grass falls quiet, and you're left there with still the old pack there in the middle of the field of tall grass, but no Pokemon in sight except for your own.
Hez is Googling Zigzagoon on his computer very excitedly and looking up Dex entries for it. He says, "Did you guys know the hair on Zigzagoon's back is bristly, and it rubs the hard back hair against trees to leave its territorial markings?"
Cool.
He says,
That was
"Okay,"
Tug.
and he keeps walking away, typing as he goes towards the forest.
Okay.
Percy just shoves both Pokeballs after returning C-Dot, aka Gumball, puts both of his Pokeballs in his right pocket, where he also keeps his chocolate bar wrappers, and follows Hez.
Methuselah, recalls Buizel and keeps them within eyesight, but kind of falls back and is giving Buizel a pep talk, saying, Buizel, we've got to do better next time. We can't get shown up by these guys. We got to do better. And it's just a constant stream of encouragement.
There you go.
So you guys walk right over the old pack to go towards
Right.
the forest. Not even
Don't need it.
caring about its contents at all. Roll another D100, this time Percy, as you enter the forest portion of Route 1.
92.
Damn, nice. Okay. You enter into the forest. It is dark, and even though the outside is clear and sunny, there's just a few patches of clouds. The canopy is thick when you get into this forest, and you walk through, you trudge through these vines and this thick shrubbery. And I want you to each roll me a perception check.
13 for Percy.
Okay.
10.
18.
18. All right. So as Percy and Hez are walking forward, Methuselah, you said you're kind of hanging back a little bit. They're watching their feet. Percy especially is making sure he doesn't trip and roll to the ground. Hez has looked up from his computer to kind of like search his surroundings, looking down to the ground. But you behind them spot, just up in the trees, maybe 15, 20 feet up, these 4 eyes kind of creep around these 2 trees. And as Hez and Percy are just about to walk under them, you see these 2 creatures kind of creep around from these trees. They look like geckos almost, as you see their hands kind of like creep around these trees, and they crawl forward, and they look down, and they look like they're about to jump and leap down on top of the trainers. What do you do?
Hez, watch out!
Hez watches out.
Cool.
And just as you yell that, the creatures are spooked, and they leap from the trees down towards the trainers with a scream, Trico! Trico! And they land, poof, poof, right in front of the trainers. And I want you to all roll initiative.
3,
9.
5.
Okay, sweet. So these are 2 Tricos. They are gecko-looking creatures. They're starters in, I think, Gen 3? Maybe?
3, I think. Yeah, 3.
One of them rolls an 18. The other one rolls a 10, just beating Percy. So both of them are going to go first. So these Tricos are going to head actually, let me roll for this. Let's see. This will be fun. They leap from the trees. One. Okay, and they actually both go for you, the trainers. They ignore your Pokemon. They are lunging at the most intimidating creatures that have entered their forest. So one is good. They're both going to do a pound attack from the trees. One rolling a 12 against you, Hez.
I have 11.
So yeah, so that hits.
Yeah.
So you're going to take, as this Trico just collides with your head, you're going to take 5 points of damage yourself.
Damn.
And then the other one's going to go straight down for Percy, rolling a 10. You don't have anything in Dex, right?
Zigzagoon might, right?
No, you.
Or it's my AC. No, I don't have a Dex
Okay.
bonus.
So you're going to take 3 damage. So these Tricos leap from the trees and they slam into you, both of you, the top of your heads, and kind of cling onto your face. And Percy, you're up first.
All right, Zigzagoon. This is tackle.
You have a Trico on your face currently.
Yeah, Percy is not thinking through this, clearly. That's
Okay.
the one Zigzagoon's attacking.
Excellent.
13.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. I might knock myself out with this. That is 9 damage.
Damn. Okay, hang on.
To the Trico and my own face.
I don't think we're going to do that. You'll die, right?
I mean, I'll be knocked unconscious.
Dead.
No.
Start making death saves.
Why don't you take half of that in damage since this thing is on your face? So the Zigzagoon whips around, kind of cocks its head like zig, and then you yell your command, and it kind of shrugs its shoulders and rushes and leaps up from the ground, slamming into this Trico that falls to the ground, but also doing damage to you. So the Trico takes 9, and you're gonna take 4.
I am down to 1 hit point.
The Trico falls to the ground, is a little bit slow to get up, but looks extremely pissed off. And Thuse, you are up.
Thuse pulls out his little Pokeball and just chucks it at Percy, right? You throw them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you throw your
Yeah,
Pokeballs. Yeah.
It lands at Percy's feet, and Buizel comes exploding out. Buizel, get that Trico! And if you hit Percy, it's okay. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's another 6, so 10 damage.
10 damage to the same Trico that he just attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. Okay. So Buizel bursts from its Pokeball already like in mid-lunge and just slams into the Trico, and the Trico goes fluttering off into the forest and disappears completely, and you have defeated the Trico. It is gone. And Hez, you're up. There's still one left.
It's like on me.
It's on your face.
I like hurl it off of me. I'm like, ah! And Vulpix jumps in with an ember. That's my plan. Can I do that?
Nice. Yeah.
Alright, so +3. Fucking kidding me? Natural 1.
That's one for each of you so far.
I don't think
Alright, so
I have rolled above a 10 in this one shot. What's it look like? I don't know. You tell me. It's critical fail.
And it was an ember?
Yeah. Start a forest fire.
Vulpix, that's what I was gonna say. Vulpix unleashes this ember, and it's been learning from you from its previous kind of like ashy light attack earlier, and actually unleashes a pretty sizable fireball that happens to be way off target. And what happens is it's way to the left, and it catches some dry brush on fire, and that starts to grow into I'd say a campfire-sized blaze. Currently way off the target of Trico, and it's Trico's turn, and just seeing this fire kind of freaks it out. It panics and it rushes rushes back up towards you for another pound attack. Well, no, it rushes towards Vulpix, the cause of this flame, with another pound attack. And it rolls an 11.
Miss.
That'll miss. Okay, so in its panic, it misses completely as it rushes past Vulpix. And Percy, you're up.
Zigzagoon, scare it with a growl.
And then Zigzagoon goes,
Wisdom save?
Yep.
What's the DC on that?
Would it be like, I think it's 11?
It says in the app. Should say in the app. I'm not going to pass anyway because it's an 8. What happens with a growl?
It gets -1 to any attack it makes for the duration, which is 1 minute.
Okay, sweet. All right, so this Trico is intimidated by the Zigzagoon's growl, and it looks less willing to fight. Thews, you're up.
Just gotta tackle.
I mean, you can do multiple things. You can use your moves. You can throw a Pokeball to try to catch it. You can use an other item. Not that you have many right now, but
Okay. Well, then I'm okay. I'm gonna Pokeball then, because I haven't done that yet.
there you go.
Is that just
Animal handling check.
14?
All right, so you chuck this Pokeball. You grab a Pokeball from your backpack and you throw it at the Trico, and it hits the Trico and sucks it up and shakes once, shakes twice, it shakes 3 times, and then it clicks, and you've caught yourself a Trico at full health.
Yeah!
This is a hardy Trico. So hardy nature means its AC goes up by 1, but its dex goes down by 2. And the forest falls silent once again, except for the blaze that has now grown about 2 or 3 times its size. And you are quickly being surrounded by flames.
Hez throwing rocks and dirt at the fire. He's completely ignoring the fight going on behind him, and he's just throwing rocks and dirt at the fire. And Vulpix is just sort of hopping around happily, oblivious to
Give me a survival
the
check.
fact that this is bad. Survival, huh?
Yeah.
5.
So, in the process of throwing rocks, what you're basically doing is pushing brush to create more wind and air underneath the fire, and it continues to grow.
Cool.
What are the other 2 of you doing?
Isn't Buizel a water type? Hez says that out loud.
Doesn't have any water moves.
Has shut up, okay? Gosh, I know that, but we could just run.
The whole forest is gonna burn down.
You just see Percy pull his hands out of his pockets. Oh, my chocolate's melting. And his hands are just coated in chocolate.
The fire continues to grow and is now circling your group.
He sprints back towards the path. It's the fastest you've ever seen Percy move.
Hez is Googling rapidly, and he's looking around at the brush, and he's like, Kit, do a controlled burn so the fire can't get out of control. Pointing to random underbrush.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they catch shit on fire so that the big fire won't, jump over a road or whatever.
Okay, give me a, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna set a DC of 12. I need you to make 3 Ember attacks, and if all of them hit that DC, you will control the fire.
Cool. Well, that's a 7, a 10, and a 13.
So the fire has doubled in size.
So yeah, Vulpix is just happily hopping around, blowing flames in more dry areas, expanding the fire of this forest, and I need you to all give me a dexterity check to run away.
11.
Percy gets a 13.
Okay?
13 for Methuselah.
All right, so somehow all three of you pass. I was just going to set that at 10. You all rush away from this blaze that increases and increases and increases, and soon this whole patch of thick forest is on fire. Black smoke, black and gray smoke just billowing up into the sky as you all reach the path, successfully setting about 30% of Route 1 in a blaze. And I think that's what we'll end. We will end today's session.
Ending upon causing several extinctions.
Welcome, everybody, to You Mean the Tavern Pokemon 5e edition. We are running the Oaks Parcel one-shot I wrote for these Pokemon 5e's rules, links in the episode description. This is part 2. In part 1, we met our heroes, our preteens, Hezekiah, a.k.a. Hez, Percy, and I forget what we called. What was it? Thuse. Methuselah. I forgot his nickname. Thuse. We met our heroes. They got called. Well, no, they didn't get called. They won golden tickets to Professor Oak's lab, who gave them each a starter and told them to go fetch a parcel that was in the Pokemart of Viridian City and to bring it back ASAP. And he gave them some cash. Thuse ended up with a Buizel. Percy ended up with a Seedot, and Hez got a Vulpix, correct?
Yes.
And a Zigzagoon.
Those were your starters, right. And then we headed out towards Route 1. We leapt in the grass, battled some Zigzagoon, caught a couple of those guys, ran into the forest, encountered a couple of Trico. I think one you defeated, and Thuse caught the second one before the entire forest went up in a blaze, thanks to Hezekiah's Vulpix Ember, correct?
Kit. Oh,
Kit?
Ember the move. Yeah. Kit is the Vulpix's name. Yes.
Right. And despite their best efforts, they actually fanned the flames even more and burnt down part of Route 1, big forest fire, and they ran from the scene and ended up back on the path. Now, a little behind the mic, what we did at the end of that episode that didn't make it in was I leveled all of them and their Pokemon up to level 2. And at level 2, you get a couple things. Your Pokemon learns some new set of moves, and you also get to choose a trainer path as a trainer. So let's go over that quickly. Whoever wants to go first, explain kind of what Pokemon you have, what their new moves are, and then what trainer path you selected for your characters, and what that means.
I believe I picked Researcher as my... I'm almost positive. Yeah, I picked Researcher as my trainer path. And what Researcher does is you wish to learn more about Pokemon, the secrets they hold within. Due to your heightened understanding of your Pokemon, you may increase any skill check your Pokemon makes by your trainer's wisdom or intelligence modifier. You must choose this at the time you choose your path, and I chose intelligence because Hez is a big nerd. And then Vulpix learned Baby Doll Eyes and Quick Attack. Baby Doll Eyes is like a charm, and it imposes disadvantage, and Quick Attack is a bonus extra attack. And Zigzagoon got Baby Doll Eyes and Headbutt. Headbutt's just like it's Headbutt, stronger normal type move.
Nice.
So Buizel leveled up. I got Water Sport and Quick Attack. And I'm hoping one of those is good. Quick Attack looks like it's good. I don't know. Trico got Absorb. Or Quick Attack has to be a basic, right? That's like one of the basic
So
moves.
Quick Attack is a normal type, but it's in this system it's a bonus action. So on top of your regular action, you can also use Quick Attack as a bonus action.
Oh, that's
and
sweet.
Just another. It's a little bit lower damage, but you get to use it basically in addition every turn.
That's super sweet. So I got Absorb, and then I think I also took Quick Attack on Trico. And then for my trainer path, I chose Hobbyist, which whenever I capture a Pokemon, I get to choose 2 of its abilities to increase by 1, which seems good.
Yeah, nice.
Pokemon Collector for old Percy, because he's collecting the Pokemon. Pokemon Collector, the fascination with the different types of Pokemon of the world drives your need to collect them all. Now you have expertise in animal handling, doubling your proficiency in this skill, which is good because my animal handling before was terrible.
And then you caught a Zigzagoon, right?
Yeah, so I caught a Zigzagoon, and it is level 2. I believe it leveled up with me, right? So it has Growl, Tackle, Headbutt, and Baby Doll Eyes. I have yet to name my Zigzagoon.
Right.
And the other Pokemon in my party that leveled up to level 2 is Gumball. And now has Bide, Harden, Tackle, and Growth. So lots of powerful, non-physically damaging abilities there on Gumball. The C dot, which is attacks for 1d6 minus 1.
Perfect. All right, so that's it. That's where we leveled up. That's where we ended up. We're on the path. You guys just outran a forest fire. It's just blazing in the background. And you look around you on Route 1, and you can tell you probably made it about halfway to Viridian City at this point. You had a couple of encounters. You ran through the grass, through the forest. There's still lots of grassy areas and forest ahead of you. There's a clear path forward. You see kind of specks of this town, this little, there's cabins and wooded areas. Just a nice little quaint town, far off into the distance, nestled kind of in the foreground of these big mountains in the back. So you can do whatever you want. It's a wide open space. You go back into the grass in another forest area. You could go straight to Viridian. It's kind of up to you all.
I think Percy is inclined to start maybe sticking to the path and going to Viridian based on the enormous forest fire they just caused and the fact that all his chocolate is melted in his cargo pockets.
Yeah, Hez is very conspicuously not looking at the forest fire and walking towards Viridian City.
Okay.
Thuse is kind of just hanging back, staring at the forest fire, yeah, we did that. That was badass.
All right, so you guys are sticking to the path, going straight to Viridian?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, excellent. So you guys trek forward with your Pokemon. Who's by your side? What is your active Pokemon?
Percy has out Gumball.
Kit.
Trico is kind of perched on Thuse's shoulder.
Okay, perfect. So you guys trounce forward down this dirt path. It winds in and out and above and below some rolling hills that are out there. And Viridian City comes closer and closer into view. And finally, you've made it. The sun is kind of low in the sky now. You've been traveling for a long time, a few miles. You left kind of midday. The sun casts shadows off some of the old buildings and across these cobbled streets that are in front of you. You see another set of wooden signs up ahead as you kind of pass through the main gates with different arrows pointing in different directions, pointing to locations within the city. You see an arrow to the left that says Viridian City Poke Center, and then an arrow off to the right that says Viridian City Pokemart. And all around, you see the city is just bustling with activity underneath the afternoon sun. You see men and women, they're working in their yards, tilling the land, cutting flowers. It's a beautiful day. Children are playing with each other and other small Pokemon in the town square. It looks to be a very, very nice, sweet, fun-loving town.
I like fun.
Sounds like a pretty nice place. Percy is going to go straight for the Pokemart to buy more chocolate.
To the Pokemon?
Hez is going to go to the Pokemon Center to heal his Pokemon.
Okay.
Actually, good idea. Percy will also do that.
All right. You guys gonna heal up first?
Yep.
Yes, apparently.
Is that what I mean? Theus?
Yeah, no, Theus is definitely along for sure.
Okay, perfect. That's a good choice. All right, so you guys, you hit the road to the left, following this arrow that points to Poke Center, and you approach this large building, this large modern-looking building, kind of circular metal. These pair of glass doors in the front slide open as you step through into the Pokemon Center. You see there are people milling about with different-sized Pokemon, and behind this long counter in the center of the room stands this tall woman dressed in a pink apron, and she's got a name tag on her chest that says Joy on it. And beside her, this large pink egg-shaped Pokemon stands at her side, just smiling from ear to ear with this stupid grin, a big pouch on its belly with a large white egg in it. And this woman greets you as you enter. And she says, "Welcome to the Viridian City Poke Center. What can I do for you today?"
Percy rolls his Pokeballs on the counter, and they're just covered in chocolate and just disgusting. And he's just, "Can you help my Pokemon, please?" And like one of the balls like almost rolls off the edge, but the other one like rolls a little bit, and then like a little piece of chocolate that's kind of melted on it just kind of like sticks it like right in the middle of the thing and stops its roll.
Okay. She reaches like underneath the counter and just pulls out this box of tissues, and very daintily pulls out 2 tissues and wraps them gently around the Pokeball with this. She's smiling, but you can tell she's slightly disgusted. And she picks them up and she says, "Why, I'd be happy to help. We can heal them right away." And she hands them over to Chansey, this large pink egg Pokemon, drops it into this Pokemon's hands, and it kind of waddles towards the back. And she turns to the other 2 and she says, "Well, how about you? Do you have any Pokemon that need healing?"
Yeah, but you just sent the guy away.
"My Chansey? Oh, I also have hands."
Okay. He answers Pokemon.
Theus hands over the Weasel, but the Trico stays perched on my shoulder.
All right, perfect. She's much more willing to just scoop up these new 3 Pokeballs than she was the last, and she grabs them into her arms and she says, "Why, thank you. I'll be right back in a jiffy." And she whips around. She follows Chansey back. You guys wait only about 20 seconds before you hear this chime in the back, and both of them come forward, and you see these pristine Pokeballs that make their way back onto the counter right in front of you. And she says, "They're healed right up. Thank you for visiting."
Thank you.
Are Percy's Pokeballs still like have chocolate on them, or are
No,
they kind of like shiny and new?
They are shiny, glistening.
Well, not anymore, as he puts 2 grubby ass chocolate mitts right on top of the 2 Pokeballs and just shoves them, one in the correct pocket and one in the goopy melted chocolate pocket.
Okay.
And you just kind of like, you just hear like, and he's just like rolls his eyes, like, "Oh."
It's disgusting.
And he waddles out of the Pokemon Center.
Every time you speak that, I just,
Cool.
Perfect. All right, so all of your Pokemon back to full health, full PP. Everything's fresh, and you can visit this Poke Center whenever you want while you're in Viridian City. There's also one at Pallet Town in this game.
So this is where we need to be for to pick up Oak's parcel, but it's actually at the mart, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I say we
Correct.
swing by the Elite Four first.
Okay.
JK.
We head west.
Do you want to do that?
I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
It's all right.
But yeah,
So wait,
I mean,
Viridian. Wait, is Viridian where historically is where Giovanni's gym is?
Yep.
Let's go check out the
in the
gym.
end game, You want to go to the gym? There's a gym here. Yeah, there's gym. There's all sorts of buildings. It's a little bit quainter than you might think of, like from the anime. Just in this game, there is the Elite Four and Victory Road off to the west. Although right now it's currently being blocked off by these boulders that have fallen down from the hills. You can, as you look kind of towards the west, you just see this huge blockage. And there's caution tape around it. You can tell there's some workers kind of like figuring out the situation, but that is completely blocked off. You do see a gym off to the east you could visit, or you
They'll
could head to the
probably get
Pokemart.
that cleared up in about 8 badges worth of time.
Are there any bars?
No bars.
We're also
We're
what,
like 15 or 16 or
14 or whatever.
Yeah, right.
As far as we know.
We sound old though. We've got old names.
Sure.
We're old souls.
Yeah, Percy's an old soul for sure.
He's a fat soul.
I kind of want to go see what's up at the gym.
Let's do it. Let's go see
All right,
what's
let's
up
go to
at the
gym.
gym.
Yes.
Let's go to the Viridian City Gym.
All right, you guys head over towards the gym. This huge building, just like gray stone walls with this large blue and white sign just above on the ceiling, like 20 feet up, that just says gym, just in plain white and blue letters. There is a big metal door, double doors in the front, and this long chain kind of hanging around the handles with this huge padlock at the bottom, and it looks locked shut.
Guys,
I picked the lock.
I don't think we weren't supposed to find a guy named Jim.
I will also pick the lock. Burgle off.
Oh God.
All
Not
right,
again.
roll a sleight of hand.
I have no dexterity.
Dirty 20.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a 0. My dexterity is -1, so there's no. Well, I guess I could get a natural 20, right?
You could, yeah.
We'll spin the wheel. Also, I forgot to get my dice out in all this kerfuffle. So let's see here. Come on, straight 20. Come on, Percy. Damn, 15.
15. That's still pretty good. Too bad the DC was 45. No, actually, Hez, sure. With a dirty 20, you what do you use to pick the lock?
What don't I use, really? I use a hairpin that I have in my bag.
You
Just
happen
like
to have a
all of
hairpin
the.
in your
Yeah.
All right, you creep up there. You stick this hairpin, this mystical hairpin, right into the large padlock, and it opens with a click. And the chain kind of like slowly falls to the ground, and the doors open into the Viridian City Gym. And you step forward, you see this plain wooden floor stretches as far as you can see in the dark. There are boards kind of pulled upwards, cobwebs on the ceiling and the walls, broken windows. That's all you can see right now with how dark it is. The windows are broken but also boarded up.
You said with how dark it is?
Yeah.
So what if we had a, say, fire-type Pokemon walking around with us to make some light? We could do that?
To burn shit down?
I say,
Sure.
Vulpix, carefully give us some light.
Okay, perfect. So with the small ember, she kind of poof, and this cloud of this gout of flame, just this small gout of flame kind of flashes real quick, and you see the walls illuminate for a second, and then you hear this sound coming from the back of the gym, and you just hear this.
Ooh. Is it a fucking, what's it called?
It's a Nidoking.
Not what I was thinking, but I guess that's not.
It's Giovanni's Nidoking.
No, what's that dude's name? He's like a spider thing, little spider. Let's catch him.
Why don't you roll a perception check?
All of us are just
Tins.
Hez or whatever your name is.
Hez. You can all roll perception checks.
6.
6.
18.
11.
So you okay, so Percy, as you look forward and you see this flash of light, you see in the distance these two sets of hundreds of eyes kind of peering at you. These two big balls that have like hundreds of eyes, and you see these long purple and yellow legs kind of creep out from the side of this spider with this huge silvery spike on its head. And it creeps forward with 8 legs until finally the other two, clear as day, you see it in the middle of the room, and its pincers kind of like clasp in and out. This thing is about 5 feet tall, just as wide, and it is very aggressively racing towards you. Roll initiative. Hey everybody, this is Joe, your Dungeon Master. Thank you for listening to our second part of the Pokemon 5e one-shot Oaks Parcel. If you're enjoying this and you're interested in the system, please check out the links in the episode description.